Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. I greet you according to your time and according to the time you are seeing this video. How are you doing? I hope you are good. We are still on the gist from the palace of Ooni of Ife, my correct people. How na day? I hope so na day enjoying yourself. Oh, thank you so much. I really appreciate you being part of my channel, watching my videos, supporting me. The Lord will support you. Yes, so my correct people, thank you so much. Yeah. So in this palace of Ile-Ife, so many things have been happening. As we heard that some people will try to leave the palace, and you see people that will come to beg them to come back to the palace. While some will leave the palace and want to come back, you will see some other people that will tell them to, abeg leave, we don't want you. Now wow, as we hear say Olori Mariam and the Dr. Elizabeth that they are having altercation, they are having serious gbas. Say na for that palace each day with that gbas, it means say that day never break. Yes, so there was a time we heard that Olori Mariam traveled. That when she traveled, she came back and was like, she didn't tell Ooni of Ife where she was going. That is the main thing. And sometimes it's good that Ooni of Ife react so that they will know that he's still the man of the house. So she did not tell Ooni of Ife where she was going to. And we heard that when she came back, Ooni of Ife told her to go back where she was coming from. And that was when they said that she went to Ojaja Hotel and stayed there for 3 days. When she now tried to come back, we also heard that Ooni of Ife started relocating some of her properties to the estate where he bought for them to stay. That estate is still in that Ile-Ife. It's not far away from the palace, allegedly, as we heard. So, but what is happening right now is that the gbas and the wahala where they happen for palace, we say Olori Mariam have been accusing Dr. Elizabeth, because we also heard that Dr. Elizabeth left the palace. That when she left, she decided to stay in her, I don't know whether is it in her father's place or what, but she just left the palace and said that she's not coming back, that she wants to rest. And some people have been telling her to please come back now, because you know that Dr. Elizabeth is more important to Ooni of Ife than some other Oloris in that palace. Apart from Queen Naomi, Dr. Elizabeth is the next. When what Mariam was discussing or accusing Dr. Elizabeth was that she was complaining that Dr. Elizabeth entered the palace. The first time she entered, she started saying that she was having sleep paralysis, that something is pressing on her when she sleep, and that she don't want to be sleeping alone. And since then, she had been sleeping with Ooni of Ife, every day to be her and Ooni of Ife. That was what Tobi was doing then. Every time Tobi will say that she's scared of staying alone, and she'll be staying with Ooni of Ife every day, Tobi, every night, Tobi. And now, see the result. That Tobi's result is now the twins. That is a good thing anyway. So now it is Dr. Elizabeth's own. Now Dr. Elizabeth is saying that there are spirits which they said is incubus and succubus that is affecting her in the palace. So Mariam was like, which kind yeye person be this one? Why are you using incubus and succubus to deceive yourself? And although if you watch what is happening in that palace, you will not blame Dr. Elizabeth, because the first time she entered the palace, they started attacking her with that sleep paralysis. That one finished, so they stopped attacking her with that one. They now wanted to cause accident for her in the palace by losing her car brake. That is as if that was not enough. They come again with goiter, the one that she did the operation. Seriously, they are really chasing that woman in that palace. All is because she was supporting Queen Naomi. She wants Ooni of Ife to be at peace. She wants Queen Naomi to gain back her marriage. And that is exactly what is happening. She's not supporting the Olories to fight Queen Naomi. She's not also siding for some of the elders who is fighting that Queen Naomi should not come back to the palace. And she is also a prayer warrior. She prays very well. And you know that some of her prayers will be also affecting some of those people that is doing bad thing in that palace. So that is why they are fighting her. All they want her is just to leave that palace, nothing more. So but this time around, she said that the reason why she left the palace, of which we know that she's not in the palace right now, and everybody is begging her to come back to the palace. Both Ooni of Ife's father, Adeola, all of them, they are begging her to come back to the palace, but she said that she's not coming. She wants to rest. So my correct people, na im Mariam come talk say that Dr. Elizabeth is doing partial, as in she knows what she's doing, that she's just using that incubus spirit to stay with Ooni of Ife, saying that incubus spirit is affecting her, that she doesn't want to stay in the palace in her room so sometimes alone. Mariam don't even know what she's saying. The same Mariam that was saying that Tobi's babies are not for Tobi, that is not Tobi that gave birth to those children, is now saying that was what Tobi was doing, staying with Ooni of Ife, saying to look at what it now result to these babies, these her twins. Now she don't go back to Dr. Elizabeth, that Dr. Elizabeth is just deceiving herself, that she's using incubus and succubus, incubus to deceive Ooni of Ife, and she no longer sleep in her room. She now want to be sleeping in Ooni of Ife's room. That in that palace, some of them have stayed like 2 months, 3 months. They don't even have access to Ooni of Ife's room. Talk more of sleeping with Ooni of Ife. That Dr. Elizabeth should know what she's doing, that she should stop fooling herself. My correct people, Dr. Elizabeth is the wife of Ooni of Ife. Mariam is the wife of Ooni of Ife. Dr. Elizabeth is not even forcing herself into the Ooni of Ife's room. Why can't Mariam try her own? If it is using succubus to enter her own, may she use now. since Dr. Elizabeth is using incubus to enter, may she use succubus now. Abeg, may they leave Dr. Elizabeth alone. Okay, now Dr. Elizabeth is not in the palace. They are begging her to come back. But if Mariam leave the palace, nobody will want her to come back. when they used to look for her is when her Kayamata was still active. But right now, her Kayamata no longer dey active at all. It's no longer active. That was when we used to hear that she buried Ooni of Ife's bottle in the palace. But since after that seclusion prayer, and I don't know how God did that, God just unveiled so many things that they used to cover Ooni of Ife's eyes. And Ooni of Ife now realizes that Queen Naomi is still existing, because we heard allegedly that when Queen Naomi left the palace, Ooni of Ife never go after her. So it was after that seclusion prayer that Ooni of Ife now want Queen Naomi back to the palace by all means. Now started going after Queen Naomi often and on. Now Queen Naomi is not in the palace. Dr. Elizabeth is not in the palace, and Ooni of Ife is missing them so much. Yes, he's missing them, especially Dr. Elizabeth now, because Dr. Elizabeth is the one that used to take care of his health. He's no longer in the palace. Instead of Madam to help and bring back Dr. Elizabeth, she's there saying nonsense. Anyway, my correct people, I just want to remind you that they are all alleged information. Please, if you have not subscribed to my channel, please subscribe. If you are a subscriber, thank you. My God will bless you. Love you guys. Bye.